Hello everyone, my name is Alena and you're watching Great Linguistic Expectations. In today's video I decided to talk about some Russian stereotypes which are spread around the world. And half of them is definitely not true. So for this purpose I chose a site which is called National Stereotypes, and I looked up some of them and want to share with you my opinion on this topic. So let's get straight to the video. Okay. The first one. Gender roles are alive and well in Russia. Yeah. Okay, it said men are expected to be very traditionally chivalrous, opening doors, pulling out chairs and paying for the ladies. Women are expected to cook, clean and always look gorgeous, and not act offended when they encounter these kinds of attitudes. Yeah, that's true. I totally agree with this stereotype. It's not a stereotype, it's a fact. And you know what? I think there is nothing bad with that. I know this gender roles topic is a very sensitive one, especially nowadays in Europe and in America. But it doesn't really concern Russia. Because we here think that it's great when men are chivalrous, because women can feel like princesses, and that's an amazing feeling. And there is also nothing bad with women cooking and cleaning and stuff. We're totally fine with that, especially older generations. To be fair, nowadays in modern families, newer families, there is a tendency to share responsibilities. And it's also great because, for example, if a man has time to cook and a woman doesn't, so why not? Everything is totally fine. And I love the idea of our men staying chivalrous. Not in all cases, and not all the men do that, unfortunately. But still, yeah, we do have this thing. The second one. There is a lot of corruption in Russia. Yeah, that's true, and I'm not talking about that. And to be honest, I don't think that anything will ever change in this country regarding this topic. So please, next one. Russians are superstitious. Well, no, I don't think that's true. I don't think that we are more superstitious than any other country. We do have our things that some people believe in, especially our grandparents, but I don't know, such stuff as black cats, women with empty buckets, or whatever, I don't know, an open umbrella inside, and walking under a ladder. These things don't bother us at all, I guess. There is one thing in my family, and I'm sure it's true about all the families in Russia. My parents and my grandparents always sit down before a long trip. I don't know why. Maybe it's somehow connected with the fact that when you're sitting down you can think about the stuff that you might have forgotten before that trip. But my family has never explained this to me. They just do it, and I've always thought that it's a weird thing to do. I think younger generations are not superstitious at all, and all of this stuff is kind of fading away. Number 4. Is it 4? Maybe number 4. Russian babushkas. The first thing to say, dear world, please remember, it's babushka, not babushka. The stress goes on the first syllable. Okay, it said here that there are a lot of older women in Russia who look exactly like stereotypical babushkas. Small and short with scarves around their heads, ready to run you down with their wheeled shopping cart. I love it. Well, yeah, we do have such old ladies. Some of them are dangerous. You know, there is a joke on the Russian internet that the fastest animal in the world is a babushka who sees a free seat on a public transport. Well, yeah, we do have such old ladies in scarves and stuff sitting near their houses on the benches, discussing people, gossiping, etc. Some of them are nice, some of them are not. But yeah, this thing exists in Russia. Next one. Russian women are extremely beautiful. Well, I'm not the one to judge that. But as for men, I should say that European men are much more handsome. And the biggest amount of these gorgeous men that I've ever seen in my life was in Zurich. So well done, Switzerland. Let's see what it's said here about Russian women. Young Russian women are gorgeous and they are very particular about their appearance. Most Russian women will not go outside without their hair and makeup perfectly done and their outfit, shoes and accessories perfectly matching. I wouldn't say that it's true for the most of the women in Russia. I think it's 50-50, especially nowadays and in big cities. As for me, yeah, I feel more comfortable when I wear makeup when I go outside. But you know, nowadays this culture of sweatpants and simple clothes is so widespread, so that I didn't really think about that. You know what? I think this stereotype is not quite true for the capitals. Yeah, the capitals in plural, where women maybe don't have enough time to do that or just don't really care much about that. Some of them do, some of them don't. But as for smaller cities and towns, I think it's true. Because I have a funny example here. Last year, my cousin and I, she's from Moscow, we went to see our grandparents who live in Belgrade. It's in the south of Russia. It's a not very big city. It's not a town. It's a city, but it's not very huge. So we needed to go to buy some food, and when we came to the shop, we were wearing jeans or sweatpants and t-shirts and something like that. And while we were standing at the checkout, I noticed, and for the first time I paid attention to that we were getting some weird looks from the women who were standing in the same queue. And I realized why. All of those women were wearing high heels, bright makeup, bright clothes, huge accessories, and we were kind of looking weird in that shop, I guess. So I was like, yeah, sorry, we're not playing by the rules, we are from the capitals. And the last one for today is the one that you might have expected to hear. Russians love vodka. Every freaking time. Almost all Russians are capable of drinking vodka like water. What? Vodka like water? How? It burns everything inside. I'd better not be thinking about that. Well, this stereotype is true for all the generations again. For example, my parents and grandparents occasionally do drink it, like at some celebrations and stuff. But as for younger generations, there is a tendency of not drinking at all, or drinking very little. Maybe it's just true for my circle of friends, but I think it's a very widespread trend, again, in the capitals. People try to stop drinking, or if they do it very rarely, and it's definitely not vodka that they choose. It's beer or something classier like martini or whiskey and such kind of stuff. But you know what? To be fair, again, in small cities the situation is a bit different. I think that there is such a problem there of drinking a bit too much or not a bit. And yeah, I think that they drink vodka mostly. But I hope that situation for them will also be changing like it is for St. Petersburg and Moscow and some other big cities. And because this trend of a healthy life is fortunately spreading all over the world, and I think it's great. It's good that people have finally started to think about their health more. And I'd like to give one tip here. If you meet a Russian person, especially if it's a girl, and you do it at the party or at the bar or something like that, and you want to buy her a drink, to pour her something to drink, please don't offer her, or him if it's a guy, vodka immediately. It's very annoying. Please don't. They will tell you what they want to drink. Don't do that. Okay, well, that's it for today's video. I hope you like it, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I would appreciate your opinion. Please share it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!